we have some tasks to do, and I've gotten White Mage up to 21, so it is now my highest class. And I'm thinking, yeah, just take White Mage all the way up to 30, and then start unlocking other jobs. All right. So first off, something I hate. It's the most annoying thing ever on a class like White Mage. So, EXP, I am 4,674 out of 4,800 to get to level 22. It's one of the, like, it's one of the most frustrating things ever when you're in a really good EXP party, and then the party is, you're just literally, this was one kill away from leveling up, right? One kill, I would have leveled up. And they're like, nope, we're done, disbanding. and the thing is, I'm a White Mage, so like, attempting to solo, even for this tiny, like, even for the 130 EXP or so, right? Like, as a White Mage, attempting to solo that is just suffering. But I'm just hanging right before my level up. I mean, it doesn't matter that much, but it I don't know, it bothers me more than it should, I guess. So, alright, I got some fire crystals I need to sell, and just some junk to clear from my inventory. I got a mercenary pole, because yes, if I do need to kill things, I can do it. It's just painful, but I can White Mage solo that XP. And I got some Gauze-bit grass, which that's for something I want to start. Not gonna finish, but I'm gonna start it. And yeah, I got my my prism powders on me because, so here's the thing, right? As a White Mage, I'm level 21. I can cast Sneak now, which will get me past any sound detecting enemies. That's good. However, I don't have Invisible yet. Invisible is level 25, so basically I can freely sneak past things that detect by sound, but if I want to get past things that detect by sight, I have to spend gil, right? I gotta use the items. I'm not sure I'll need to use the powder, but I want to have it on me just in case. So let's leave the area I entered from. Alright, so first off, I want to check the auction house, see if there's any spells that I can get. You know, see if there's any new White Mage spells, because I did level up a bit in party, so... that theme that just gets me pumped for adventure. I'd say like most enemies, most enemies in this game detect by sound, but there's a couple that detect by sight. There's a few that detect by both, but weirdly not many. Like most enemies only really detect by one thing. Like goblins, they won't hear you, but they'll see you. And then a lot of enemies that do have eyes, yeah, they only detect by sound, so you can literally walk right in front of them and they don't detect you, even though they have eyes. But just one of those fun things. So I want to sell these fire crystals. They're worth I mean, they're worth about 2k, so... I wonder, how much is the Legionnaire Staff worth? Oh wow, Legionnaire Staff is worth 4.5k or 5k, like, and the funny thing is, it's just it is just a very, easy to get item. Like literally, you can buy this staff at rank 1. You know? Rank 1, you can buy this staff. People are lazy like that. Okay, so I wanted to check on spells. Yeah, I know, really. You'd think goblins would be good at hearing because they have really big ears that actually stick out of their suits, right? Like their ears are like the only thing that actually sticks out of their suit. So you would think they'd be able to hear you, but no. Ooh, Cure 3. Level 21 White Mage. Alright, how much is Cure 3? 5k. I may be able to get it cheaper elsewhere, but I have 5k and I'm lazy, so... Alright, and then it's silent. It's an anti-silence, so Silena or Selena? I mean, I don't know. Either way, the anti-silence spell. It is also 5k. The thing is, I don't need this spell right now, so I'm gonna hold off on that one. There's some bar spells, but here's an important one: regen. Regen, very important, and it's very expensive. Like 9k is really expensive, so I'm gonna wait on that one too. I don't need it just yet, but Cure 3 is nice. I want to have that. Like Cure 3 is, you know, it's my next standard heal, so I wanna. So let me make a new macro for it. So Cure Plus, and that'll be like our 3rd level heal. It's not necessary to have like every cure on your bar at the same time. You know, that's not necessary. However, having like, I'd say 3 levels of heal, right? Your basic, you know, a very baseline heal, and then a slightly better one, and then kind of your big panic heal. Like so just a nice light top off, a standard cure, and then a heavy cure for those panic moments. All right. So the time-sensitive thing. So regens, Conquest. Conquest is coming up in 3 days, which is less than 3 hours. So yeah, we want to do the Conquest thing. So supply quest. I want to go on a supply quest. I can't get to Litalor or Elshimo. I can't get there, but Durflin, I can go there. Okay, you have until the next conquest results to complete this mission, so less than 3 hours. It should not take 3 hours. It should take maybe 30 minutes. Alright, so yeah, I want to unlock another outpost teleport. Okay, like that's what I want to do. Unlock an outpost. Like, you gotta, you know, if you want those teleports, you gotta do it while your nation has conquest. So, alright, the closest one I have, the closest possible thing I have to there is in Gustaberg. I think I made all my preparations, so let's do it. It's fun having to get the teleports all over again. It's fun. Okay, I'm gonna buff myself real quick, because, again, we may get, like, if we get attacked, we're probably gonna die, but there is a chance that I could maybe, like, keep an enemy off of me long enough that I can run to the exit of the area. This area shouldn't be a problem. Like, the enemies here shouldn't really attack me. This is just Gustaberg still, you know, this is the newbie zone, right? Yeah, like South Gustaberg where we were leveling up. This is also just newbie zone right here, but we're going up to the Highlands. So we have to go up through the Highlands, take a quick pit stop at the crag, because while I did it for the rank 2 quest, I forgot to get the crystal. I forgot to get the crystal. So yeah, we're gonna get the crystal at the crag, and then we're gonna continue northeast into the marshes. And the outpost is in the marsh. But we're not gonna stop there, because there's other things I have to do. I have to make my first trip to Juno, which on my other character that I brought out of storage, I did show Juno, but like getting to Juno as a level 55 is much, you know, it's much simpler and easier than getting there for the first time when you're only level 21. You know, it's a much different experience when you're only level 21. Which, funny enough, like, even though there are enemies on the way to Juno that can easily kill a character that is even in their level 40s, right? Like I think there's some enemies that even a level 50 could struggle with, and they're hostile, and you kind of have to navigate your way through them to get to Juno. The thing is that the game wants you to go to Juno, like there are quests you can do at level 20. Like level 20 is when you first get your important quests in Juno, and that is like 30 levels under the level of the enemies around Juno. But it is a long-standing tradition that quests in Final Fantasy XI, they will send you to dangerous as fuck locations that you like you have no business to be there until you are significantly higher level, but they will send you there anyway. But it's part of the experience, and also it's like the driving factor behind like the stealth item economy. Like all of those alchemists making sneak oils and prism powders, right? Like that's it. that's their demographic. Although me personally, this is why I like to play as mage classes, because as a mage, generally speaking, you're gonna have access to sneak and invisible eventually. Like white mage and red mage, they both have access to sneak and invisible by level 25. If you're not one of those two classes, but let's say you're a summoner or a blue mage or a black mage, you know, one of the other mages that commonly would sub that to their class, then yeah, you will also have access to these abilities, just a lot later. You know, you'll have access to them at level 50, but still you'll have access to them. Alright, so we gotta go up around here, there, and then into the marsh. I'm very cheap, so like I don't look, whenever possible, I don't want to pay for those stealth consumables whenever possible. I want to just level up a class that has access to it for free. Also, it's an interesting musical choice that like most zones in the game don't have a soundtrack, but all the starting towns, they all have a soundtrack. I mean, every town, like every city in the game has a soundtrack. But then you like the newbie zone, right? The newbie zone for all of the starting cities, they all have a soundtrack. But the moment you go past the newbie zone, there's no soundtracks for anything. Like most, yeah, like most areas in the game, there's no ambient soundtrack. But I don't know, like it never really bothered me. I don't think it is something to be bothered by. It's just one of those weirdnesses. Sound of rolling thunder to keep me company. Alright, am I going the right way? Let me... Okay. To make sure I'm actually going the right way, and I believe there's like a named monster that spawns somewhere around this area. But I'm only level 21. I don't need to be messing with named monsters. Adventure. Just want to check something. Okay, right. I did make sure to actually get the supplies. God, that's the worst. If like I made this whole journey and then I forgot to get the supplies. I'm ashamed to say I've done that before. Alright, I think there's only one way I can go here. Yeah, so I won't get lost. Only one way to go. But, okay, I need to take a quick stop by the Crag of Dem, because I want to get that crystal. And especially if I'm going to be leveling up White Mage. Like, if I'm going to be leveling up White Mage, I probably want to have the teleports. Like, I want to have access to the teleports if I'm leveling up a class that can teleport. Alright, I no need to nervously check the map. I know where I'm going, and there's only one path, so I can't stray off that. Far as I know. When there's only one road, you can't really go the wrong way. As long as you don't somehow get literally flipped around. But I'm bad with directions. I'm not that bad. Alright, the Crag of Dem. I love how ginormous these structures are. Like, that is just a... Like, when you think about the scale of, like, my character, and even this area, and then you think of that gigantic thing, and it's like, man, that is... Like, the sheer scale of that, right? The sheer scale. Oh. Alright, so I don't think that's the... Yeah, I don't think that's the one we need. I think the one I need is on the north end. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's that one. Also, it's a shame I'm probably not going to get to... Yeah, I'm not going to get to Juno before the day rolls over. If I could have done that, that would be perfect for the quest I want to take on, but it's fine. It is fine. Alright, so I want to want to grab that Crag of Dem. I can't believe, like, how did I miss it, right? Yeah, look, there you go. Got the Dem Gate crystal. Like, I literally, I came all this way, and I traded the crystal to it for the other quest, and I literally just forgot to click on the damn thing. Alright, okay, so yeah, we just go straight forward, and we will get to where we need to be. Let's see, what level are the enemies here? 2 weak, okay. I don't think I have to start worrying about enemies until we get to the next area. And there, I believe, as long as I use my sneak spell, I believe I'll be okay. Like, I think we can just sneak straight to Juno. The only thing we'll have to worry about is goblins. But I don't think, like, you know, goblins don't generally travel in packs or anything, so, like, a singular goblin, that is easy enough to just see it and just walk around it. Like, that shouldn't really be an issue. Oh, wow. That mist lizard, wait. Okay, well, that mist lizard is actually... I actually would get EXP for killing it, huh. Yeah, wow. Man, I can actually get EXP here, huh. But I am not to be distracted by that. Okay, so this will take us up into the marsh. And this is where things start to get a little dicey. Okay, yeah, we should be zoning through any second now. Ah, right. The marshlands. Which, this area, I always, like, you can't really get your camera, like, you can't really, like, hike your camera up enough to see, like, what's up there, so I always wonder if, like, there even is anything up there, like, I would imagine that it's just, like, unrendered. If you were to actually look up there, I imagine that they didn't even render anything, and it's just, like, you can see through the world, probably. Or maybe they did bother to render it, and there's actually, like, terrain up there, even though nobody could really conceivably see it. I don't know, but the mystery of it, right? Mystery. Okay, so the marshlands, we need to go that outpost. And now we get one of the, oh right, the most sickening enemy, the Gubu. Oh boy. Okay, I want to rest up my MP to full, and then I'm going to buff myself up with Blink and Aquaveil so that I can, like, if I get attacked by something, I have a chance of running away and or healing myself long enough to escape the zone. Okay, that's about good enough, right? Oh, Cito, Windows is lying again, huh? Which Windows says it's 25 here, but it's actually, it's been cool. Like, it's been like almost a cool fall day. Oh, it's great. Okay, let me buff up. And oh god, the Goobu. There's just something. There's something just unnerving about the appearance of the Goobu. Like they look like they wouldn't be out of place in like Bloodborne or Dark Souls with their strange design. Okay, so deodorize. All right, they can't smell me now. I put deodorant on and sneak. Okay, I got like over 3 minutes of sneak, so the Goobu shouldn't be able to see me now. Yeah, I can go right past the Goobu. God damn. And we got Marlboros. Okay, yeah, but most things in here, I think they detect by sound, but I'm not sure. Don't want to chance it. Generally speaking, as long as I don't run directly in front of things, I should be okay to just go right through. Like night bats, I'm pretty sure they're sound detecting, but again, I'm not 100%. And oh, Sito, I think, you know, things are just, you know, like the weather's so wacky lately that they just don't know what to make of it. Windows doesn't know what to do with this. Alright, so the marshlands. I like the look of it. It's just, I mean, it's a swamp, right? A swamp marsh, but this is the home of the Quadav. So, like, all the Quadav we've been killing around Gustaberg, their capital city is here. Like, the Quadav capital is off that way. They are swamp dwellers, which, I mean, I get, you know, they're turtle men, right? So they're, you know, they'd be around water. Maybe one day we'll be strong enough to hunt them in their hometown, right? You know, one day we can hunt them for their precious hides and shells in their homeland. Alright, so we gotta go east. I could cut through that, but there's goblins up there. Then again, it would save time to cut through there. It would save a lot of time to cut through this way. Like, let's look at it, right? Yeah, if we cut up through here, we just go right that way. That is quite a workaround. So, alright, let's go this way. The only thing is, goblins. Yeah, the reason I normally don't, like, cut through this way is that there's a lot of goblins, and yeah, they detect through sight. So yeah, there's 2 goblins patrolling, but if I'm careful, and I do have I have prism powders, so if I'm careful about it, I should be able to get past them without using a prism powder. Yeah, there we go. My sneak's about to wear off, but I got a couple seconds on it still. Yeah, you know, I do feel like, yeah, if this was like a Souls game, the marsh water would be poisonous, because of course, right? Swamp water is always poison in JRPGs. You know, you gotta get through the poison swamp. Okay, let's reapply our sneak. Alright. Got over 2 minutes on it. Again, I'm pretty sure that Marlboros are sound based, but just in case they detect by sight, I'm going the long way around. Oh god, okay, there's a lot of goblins, and it's gonna be rough if we have to dodge every single one of them, so prism powder time. We're gonna have to burn one. We got 2 minutes on it, which is longer than our sneak, which is unfortunate, because that means it means if we want to reapply sneak, we have to break the invisible. So Alright, so we're cutting through here, go up north and then to the east, and we'll be at the outpost. But again, that's not where our journey stops. Our journey goes further than that. But now that I'm invisible and sneaked, like, no, I pretty much don't have to worry about anything, so I can just walk forward. Also, carnivorous crawlers. I do believe that they drop. I think they drop silk because they're a worm type of enemy. They'll drop silk. Some NPCs just out here. Alright, so north and east. Got a couple more, like a half, well, not a half minute now. I got like 20 seconds on my sneak, so I gotta be careful. I know, right? Like, well, I guess the idea is well, I think the idea is they want people to work with each other, you know? Like, I think the idea is they want you to work with your fellow player. And in this instance, working with your fellow player would mean, like, you know, getting a higher level, like, white mage to, you know, to, like, cast sneak and invis on you, or you know, maybe wait till level 25 and then, yeah, like, get an equal level white mage to just, you know, just party up with you and sneak you along the way. Because there's nothing that says you have to do these right at the level, you know? Like, you can always wait. But I think it's a team building thing. It's basically like, okay, look, you know, yeah, you're too weak to do this, so team up with your fellow players and either fight your way through it, which you could kind of do as a team, or, you know, get a higher level player to help you out. You know, like, yeah, it's just team building, basically. Or if you're not team building, like me right now, then it's basically a challenge. You know, it's a challenge, and it's making you spend a lot of money for stealth items. Because alchemists need money too, alright? Alchemists need work. Alright, I got like 45 seconds on this, but it's a fairly straight shot to the outpost now. Alright, here we go. Alright, so here's the outpost that our nation controls for the moment. Yay! Okay, so now I can teleport here. So yeah, like, if I need to come back here, I can just instant warp from town. At a cost, of course, but I can do it. But, again, our adventure does not end here, so now we need to go further north and east. So, pretty much straight north. Yeah, straight north from here. Let's see, like, right here is where it should be. So, okay, we need to go north to Rolandberry Fields, and then, by way of that, we get to Juneau. I think Rolandberry Fields, I believe the only enemies that we have to worry about are also sound detecting. So I don't need to, yeah, like, I won't need to use my prism powder. Again, the only thing that really detects by sight would be the goblins. And here, okay, there's enemies, but, like, this is the zone exit. Yeah, this is the zone exit, so, like, even if I aggro something, I can just run away. Yeah, no. So like the Gubu has like 3 rows of. So here's the thing, like its mouth is just like it's like 3 rows, or maybe more. It has several rows of razor sharp teeth in its mouth, just like it is a half. Its mouth is just a half circle of rows of teeth, and it's just like it's just the worst. Okay, Rolandberry Fields. Which does have music, because, yeah, this is right next to a town. Now, let's get our MP back. I think it's that, like, the Gubu has the weird mouth thing, but it's their limbs, too. Like, they have those super long, like, Stretch Armstrong arms. And then they have, like, those tiny little feet, right? Like, those tiny legs. They just have really unnerving proportions. Alright, so I'm trying to get my points back, then I'll rebuff and re-sneak, and then we have a bit of a walk to get to Juno. But, so, like, okay, so now that I got the Durfland outpost, and that outpost, like the outpost is right next to Rolandberry Fields, if I ever need to go to Juno again, I can just teleport to the marsh, and then walk up through here, and get to Juno. It's, I would say that's a lot less time consuming. I think that is generally faster than, even riding a chocobo from, from Bestoke to Juno. I think it is even faster than that to just, yeah, to warp most of the way there, you know? Yeah, exactly, Sito. It's that, but all right, and Blink, which yeah, Blink is it's like the ninja avoidance thing. So basically, 2 enemy attacks will just fail on me. So for 2 attacks, I can't be hurt, which that may not sound like a lot, but remember, attacks are slow in this game, and also that could be just the amount of time I need to you know, to like run away, or use I could maybe use like my teleport scroll or something, right? Okay, sneak up. Okay, I got a 5-minute sneak. Awesome. Which, oh yeah, the duration is random. The duration on the stealth spells is completely random. Like, you can cast sneak, and sometimes you'll get lucky, and it'll be like a 5-minute duration, like it was for me just now. More often it's like 2 or 3 minutes. Like, that's the average, but sometimes you'll get really unlucky, and the spell will only last for like 10 seconds, right? I mean, if you get less than a minute, generally it's a better idea to just cancel the buff and just redo it. Just cancel and redo it. But it does make it rather annoying when you're using like an item, right? When you're using a stealth item and you only get like a 30-second duration, that's kind of like you just wasted 1,000 gil, right? Doesn't feel so great. Oh, Gubu Farmer. Yeah, I don't think they really open their mouth unless they're attacking. They open it a little when they're moving, but I don't know, you can... Yeah, you can't really see their teeth when they're just standing around. Can't really see the teeth. Okay, so we want to go straight north. We could cut through there, but honestly, it would be more dangerous. It would be a lot more dangerous to cut through the mountains. Like, for this task, we want to just stick to the road. But I think think Rolandberry's it's a fairly chill zone. Like there's not, like at least along the road, there's not that many monsters, and the few monsters there are, it's easy enough to avoid them with a sneak spell. Like you don't have to sneak and invis. For the most part. Like the other way I could have gone is I could have gone like on the northern end through Norvalen, and the problem is going through that way. There's like Battalia Downs outside of Juneau on that end. I mean, it's full of goblins. It's just full of goblins. Like goblins everywhere. Not just goblins, but like goblins and their pet saber-toothed tigers, which, like, it's rough, right? Like you need invisibility for that. I mean, and there's also a lot of undead too. There's a lot of undead in that region, especially at night, because of the necropolis that's underneath of it. So yeah, that's a zone you kind of need, like, you know, you need sneak and invisible to get through. But this, like, yeah, look, look at that heavily armored turtle man over there, that bronze Quadav. I ain't getting too close, but yeah, look at that. He's got like proper armor. He's got like plate armor and a plated shell. Bet that shell's worth a lot of money. Like my first thought is, oh man, I bet your body parts are worth a lot of money. It would be a shame if you were to lose them. I mean, I can't help it. Look, your shells are made out of dark steel. Like, come on. Oh. Oh, my sneak's about to wear off, but, well, my blink wore off. Alright, I'll re-blink and re-sneak. Also, I like how these gloves are just oven mitts. I mean, really, if you like, honestly, these gloves are just oven mitts. They don't have fingers, right? Which it's not that like it's not that characters don't have fingers. It's not like it's that primitive of a game. It's just these are mittens. Yeah, they're mittens, so they don't have any fingers. Okay, so northeast now. The way they just stand and stare, right? Ugh. I guess I know, right? Like there's historic armors that are just mittens, but I guess because, you know, making, like, I guess, you know, tailoring out fingers is more complicated, right? But especially in a fantasy world where you just synthesize things, I mean, like, there's no reason you can't have fingers on your gloves, right? Like, I don't really see the advantage to not having fingers on your glove. Like, yeah, you know, dexterity always, you know, manual dexterity always takes a hit when you wear something on your hands, but like, well, you know, like, when you're just wearing oven mitts, you can't really do a lot with it. It's hard to work with that, you know? Alright, I think there's the gate to go into Juneau. There's 3 gates here. We want to make sure we go in the right one. don't think that's the gate to Juno. Hold on, let's re-sneak. So cancel it and reapply. It's kind of a shame that you can't like you can't reapply sneak while sneak is on. You have to cancel it first, right? Like you've got to cancel it first and then reapply it, which means for a brief moment you are very, very vulnerable. For a brief moment. And yeah, I guess, you know, I guess, like, as far as, like, impact and all that, yeah, I guess it makes sense. It's easier to armor, like, yeah, I guess, right? I don't know, it's still, look, even if it makes complete and total historically accurate sense, in this context, all I can see is that my character is wearing oven mitts that I would totally use in my kitchen, alright? That's all I can see. Like, I never knew. Every time I prepare things in the oven, it's like, oh, I've got white mage gloves on. Alright, so we round the corner, and it's a foggy day, so we can't really see too far ahead. But yeah, there we go. There it pops in. There's Juno. Again, it's like, render distance is a little tight in the game anyway, but like, it's a foggy day, which cuts the render distance back more. But all right. Well, there is, but you have to unlock it. So, like, okay, one of the things we're doing here is we're getting our Chocobo license, or at least we're starting it, right? It takes 4 real-time hours to unlock your Chocobo license, so we're just starting it right now. But you know, once we get that, then we can rent Chocobos anywhere, and you can, you know, that speeds things up a lot, right? But there is also public transport in the form of airships. There are airships that travel directly between all of the major cities and the island of Kazam. However, you need to get to Nation Rank 3 in order to unlock airship travel. So, yeah. Like, it's a progression thing, you know. If you want that public transport, then you gotta do your big mission, which requires a boss fight that needs a full party of 6. Like, it is a globe-spanning travel quest, and then a 6-player level-synced boss fight at the end, and then you earn the right to use public transportation. Alright, so, okay. There's a couple of things I want to do here. A couple of things. So first thing I want to do is I want to go to the port, and I think the port is where I want to go. Let me see. Hold on, it might not be. No, I think it might be here. So inventory. There's the Gobby Bag quest. We can do that to unlock more inventory slots. I just gotta remember where he is. It's a goblin shop, I know that. Not here, though. What kind of magic you got for sale? What kind of magic they deal in here? At Wagdag's shop. Oh my god, Curaga. Cure 4. Oh Jesus, they cost a lot. Yeah, man, high-end magic's pretty fucking expensive. Tens of thousands a gil. Oh hey, so, they have the silence. They have the anti-silence spell. that was like 5K on the market. So yeah, I'll take it. Alright, I'll make a macro for that. So let's make it a little tighter. There we go. Anti-slns. Okay, and so, okay. All good to go. I think it works, right? Let me check. Yeah, it works. Okay. Well, that's nice. Do you sell black magic? Memories new are often born from those forgotten. Cryptic. And I know, Sito, it's... I will say, it's one thing that I, on one hand I kinda like, but I also, it can be frustrating too. I like the idea that, that a lot of the features of the game are, they're basically locked behind progression of like story, you know, story quests, things like that, right? Difficult boss fights. Like on one hand, it feels kind of good to, you know, like it feels sort of good to do difficult things, to complete story quests, and to unlock features. That, admittedly, that does feel good. On the other hand, let's say you just want to get from, you know, Bestoke to Juno, it kind of sucks you have to do so much to have a quick and easy way to do that, right? It's a double-edged sword. Alright, so there... I need the goblin shop, and I'm not sure. Let me see. Is it in the port? No, it's not in the port. Then it has to be here. Okay, so the goblin shop. I need the goblin shop. I thought it was in the port, but I'm remembering wrong. It's somewhere here. It might be the next shop over, actually. Yeah, here we go. Muckvix's junk shop. So, you know those goblins we've just been murdering the shit out of? Well, they are sentient creatures of culture that, yeah, like, they do interact with and trade with the normal races. Like, unlike all the other beastmen, the goblins are willing to trade and do, like, they can control their bloodlust long enough to open up shops. Alright, let's see. Stinknicks. Hey, how you doing? We got the best junk in town. So, okay, they got poison dust, venom dust, crossbows, grenades, you know. Which, yes, warriors, thieves, dark knights, and ninjas can just throw grenades. Creep sticks. Good name. Oh, he sells Protector 2, Shelra, Goblin Gavat. Gavota, I don't know, it's a bard spell though. Bind resistance. What's back here? I've never been here. What's over there? I'm kinda curious. What is this? I've never been back here. I never had a reason to. Snignicks. Hey, we don't trust you people none. But we can always smell a profit. Huh. Goblin's Goblet. Oh. We got like a little workshop back here. Huh. Scram, small fry. Is this like... Are they cooking meth back here? Like, what are they doing? I ain't got nothing to say to you. Bugger off, sweetheart. Oh. Oh, we're fixing up some stew. Gobby food's good food. Huh, hero flower, goblin bread. Huh. Okay. It lowers your charisma by 5. Huh. Goblin pie. A traditional pie of the goblins. Again, it lowers your charisma a lot, but it does give 9% defense, HP and MP. Not bad, actually. Goblin chocolate. HP recovered up. Lizard killer, resist petrify. Huh. Mush pot. Like all of their stuff lowers your it all lowers your charisma. A goblin doll. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that I'd trust the goblin pie. Or the chocolate, or any of it for that matter. Okay, so the guy we want to talk to, let's see. So, I'm trying to remember, who is it I need to talk to? You? Okay. No, don't want anything from him. Maybe it's Bluffnix? Oh, yeah, here we go. Gobby bags are the bomb. Man, they carry lots of loot. You want one too, don't you? Yes, I do. Oh, I'm not famous enough yet. So yeah, the Gobby Bag is a series of quests where they want various items, and if you give them the items, they will expand your personal inventory by 5 more slots. And you can do that a couple of times to get to the point where you can actually carry quite a lot. But I'm not famous enough to do the Gobby Bag quest. I don't have enough reputation, so I gotta. So the thing is, there is no Juno reputation. Your reputation in Juno is dependent on your reputation in the other city-states. So basically, I have to rank up my Bestoke and Sandoria and Windurst. I have to rank up my reputation with them, and then I'll be able to actually do the quest here. Get to talk to NPCs that look interesting, but no, they don't got anything for me. Oh, what else is here? I think there's a place I can buy maps. There's a Chamber of Commerce. What do they got? Okay, we assist the community with job placement and labor arbitration. Oh yeah, you know what? I'd like an airship pass. The airship pass costs 500,000 gil. So, okay, yeah, the Archduke occasionally issues them, but his grace is not an easy man to meet. So, right, it's just like Kazam. So the thing is, right, yeah, if you don't want, or you can't, do the rank 3 quest to unlock airship travel, you can pay for it. And it's 500,000 gil, which is, again, I had a character mid-level 50s, and the most gil I could come up with after a ton of grinding was like 250k, right? So 500k is an insane amount of gil, especially when you're the level that you just want to travel between the starter towns, right? Like, that is an insane amount of gil. So I think, like, okay, yeah, if you absolutely can't do the rank 3 quest, you can buy it, but man, like, goddamn, 500k is so excessive, and it's the price is that high because they want you to do the quest. They don't want you to buy it, but man, ugh. Oh, hey, look, a baby one. Right. So, you know, you thought they couldn't get any smaller, right? So this right here, this is a child Tarutaru. They're even smaller. They just look like a doll. Huh. Yeah, that's what I said. But you know what? Oh wait, hold on. Are they on the phone? I'm sorry, can I help you? Point to the item in doubles. Okay, I'm pointing to the item in their hand. Oh, this. It's a magical shell called a link shell. You want to know about link shells? Let me tell you about them. Right, so, how do you use them? So, yeah, link shells are kind of, they are this game's equivalent to a guild, so. And it's a physical item that you can use to communicate with each other. But it's the closest thing this game has to guilds. Oh, you want to know how to use them? Where should I start? Huh. Okay, where to get one? Yeah, actually, where do you get one? You can buy link shells in shops. They're a little pricey, though. It might be best if you ask friends who want pearls to chip in. Yeah, so... yeah, like you gotta buy a link shell, and then you use the link shell to make link pearls, and you hand out the pearls to people, and the pearls are what they use to communicate. But I guess in context, basically a link shell and the pearls for it, it's, I don't know, it's like characters are using a cell phone, right? Like hold on a minute, I'm on the line, I'm on the pearl. Alright, so I think we're still in the middle of Juneau, so we need to go up to the top. Well, not the top, but the upper part. Oh, no, we are in the yeah, this is the fancy part of town. We're not ready for the fancy part of town yet. We're not ready for that yet. Yeah, I can't even get a gobby bag. I can't be seen up there. So, okay. The Chocobo quest. We can begin it, and I'll do the first 2 parts of it, but basically this is a quest that requires 4 hours of real time to pass. It doesn't have to be consecutively, like, you know, you can just do it whenever you can. The main thing is 1 in-game day needs to pass between interactions, right? And a game day is 1 hour. So basically 4 hours is how long it's going to take you to do the Chocobo quest. So here's the stable, down here. So I believe, yes, Brutus over here. Now there's 2 quests this can unlock. We don't want the second one. Oh, how am I supposed to work with you standing there, huh? Scoot! Or do you want to get a chocobo? Do you want to go chocobo riding? Yes, I sure do. Not again. I see this a lot these days. Look, there's more than meets the eye when it comes to chocobos. Have you ever abandoned a chocobo? If you say you've abandoned one, then it's just nope, he's done. Nope, never. Yeah, well, talk is cheap, buckaroo. Alright, see that chocobo? If it takes to you, I'll let you ride. Now's your chance to show me what you're made of, Buster. Alright, so we have to get this chocobo to... yeah. Huh. Oh, child. The master found this chocobo collapsed out in Rolandberry Fields. I bet it ran away from its last owner. It seems it was whipped and worked to exhaustion. It's so scared of people, it cowers from everybody. Those savages. That's no way to treat a chocobo. I try my best for him, but he won't eat a thing. But I wonder, it just might eat a clump of gauze-bit wildgrass. You know, the stuff that heals chocobo wounds. Right. So, okay, let's... I already bought the grass, so... Queh! He still looks terrified of you. They won't eat a thing until they're comfortable with you. Just keep at it, okay? Which, if you try to like shove it in his mouth, he won't take it. Like hold on, if I were to like, just one, right? One. Yeah, see, he won't take it now. If I talk to him, does he have the same dialogue or? Yeah. So the thing is that yeah, this whole quest is basically just go to this chocobo and feed it some grass. Or, well, you have to try. So first you have to try to feed it some grass, and you'll fail. So yeah, like you gotta try, fail, finally it'll eat it, and then you have to feed it a couple of times, and then you do that and you unlock your chicken. You will unlock your chicken. Oh no. No, not the illegal underground chocobo fights. I guess we have some other people that, yeah, I think they're starting their, probably, yeah, this one's probably starting their chocobo quest. Oh, Electron. Oh, I think I partied with him earlier. I'm pretty sure I partied up with both of these people earlier. So, yeah, hey, they're here for their chocobo too. Well, I know, Sito, but look, they have to know, alright? Like, look, the stable master, he has to know that we are a responsible chocobo rider, alright? He's got to know that we're responsible before he'll give us our license, okay? This is your test, right? Now, here's the thing. I'm not gonna sit around for like 4 or 5 hours today, but if you look at the time, it is 19. It's like 19:10 in the game, so the day is gonna roll over fairly shortly, like in about 10 minutes. In about 10 minutes, the day is gonna roll over. So, like, I'll hang around for that. Then we'll you know, so here's the thing, right? I don't want to leave Juno because, you know, it's a bit of an effort to get to Juno, so like it's an effort to get to Juno. So while I'm on this quest, I'm just gonna stay camped out in Juno, but I'm not gonna like sit through. I'm not gonna do all the hours at once, basically. I'll just log in every now and then, hand over a grass, and then log out. But this is kind of one of those rites of passage in FF11, you know? Like, it's a rite of passage, and once you do it, you'll be able to ride chocobos, so, you know, it'll make getting around a lot easier, because enemies don't attack you while you're on a chocobo, so, like, as long as you're riding your chicken, you can pretty much travel to most places in the world, as long as you stay on your chicken. But I will look around a little bit, maybe talk to some other NPCs while we're here. You know, fill the time until we can feed it again. Oh, child NPCs. Chocobos like to be fed by hand. See? Like this. They learn your scent after you feed them by hand each and every day for a really long time. Little by little, you gain their trust, and you pick up that kind of personality your chocobo has. Again, you're learning all about the way of the chicken here. And I think he's not going to update till the next day. Finbar. That's a name. I'm Finbar, the Choco Guy. Okay. Finbar the Choco guy. Okay, I talked to Brutus again. Does he have anything new? Okay, no. He's got nothing new. Again, I like to, you know what, you might find some interesting quests, so hey, I like to talk to random NPCs, right? Wait, what? Is this an auction house? This is, hold on. Yeah, like nothing on the map says it is, but apparently this guy right here is an auctioneer, so... Yeah, these are all auctioneers, so like... Delivery... Oh, wait, what? This is like the only place in the game where, yeah, like there's... So this is a delivery NPC that is not a Moogle. Like, this is the only place in the game, is these guys, right here. Huh. Also, the inner stable. Which, what do they say to me if I even try? Yeah, they just say you have to have, you know, you gotta have your license. You need a license for that chicken. So they sell Gashal greens, chocobo feathers, and darts. Darts presumably made out of chocobo feathers. Huh. Oh, the master of this chocobo stable is famous. It's an honor to ride a bird here. Alright. I want to have one of the chocobos for my own. The master's stubborn. I wonder if he'll ever say yes. Oh, everybody wants a chicken. They want that premium chicken. The good kind. The organic, grass-fed. Oh, it's an elf child. Something has been irking me for quite some time. Would you hear me out? Okay. You see, chocobos have wings, do they not? But they cannot fly. So they cannot really be birds, can they? I don't know, man. Are penguins birds? Are chickens birds? Everyone thinks about such things before they learn to accept them, but I think it's good to question. Alright. Alright, small elf child, which, you know, okay, wait, hold on a second. She doesn't have weird proportions, does she? Like, okay, you know how all the elves in the game, right? Like, all of the elves, they have those super long arms and, you know, stretchy necks. Like, they look like Slender Men, right? I mean, she's got normal human proportions except for the ears. Like, I don't think she has a particularly long neck, right? I don't think her arms look particularly long. Like, do they just grow into those features? Huh. No, you don't eat your chocobos. You don't eat them. Like, I think they never actually eat them. They're only for riding. Even though, honestly, chocobos do look delicious. You can't deny it. Huh. Upper Juno is known for its many artisans. And who could forget the clock tower? The greatest symbol of craftsmanship. There it is. Everybody's proud of its accuracy. It's so cutting edge. Oh man, the latest technology, that clock tower. Which, wait, I wondered, is it actually keeping time? Like, you know, there's a couple of games with, like, you know, like, I can think of a couple of games that have, like, clock towers or, you know, some kind of timekeeping thing. Let me see, like, let me put the mouse, like, kind of put the mouse, like, right here. Is it actually keeping time? Like, right now, it looks like it could be. It could possibly be keeping time. Unclear. You know, time doesn't pass that fast, so it would take a bit for it to actually, you know. I'm not sure. Let's see. I think it is moving. Cuz like that the time it's on right now could very well be accurate, and it is getting closer to my mouse pointer. Like I'm just, yeah, like it's moving. So that clock is actually real time. That is actually a real time in-game clock. That's neat. That's really nifty. A lot of games would have just made it like a 2D texture. Like EverQuest has a clock tower in one of the towns, and it's just a 2D picture. It's not. It doesn't actually keep time. Sibylla Mobla, another child one. Move it, Haru! I want to join the Ducal Guards. Must march more. Behold! Juneau's residential district towers above the city. Without it, where would all of Juneau's visitors stay? Atop stands Rulude Gardens, the Auroral Palace, and the embassies. Great is the awe that place inspires. Okay, he's very, very amused by this place. Your fate rides on the changing winds of Vanadil. I can give you insight on the local weather. Oh yeah, right, there's weathermen in the game. Yeah, look, so they can tell you the weather forecast in various areas. Like, huh? What's the weather like what's it gonna be in Juneau? The weather in that area today will be sunny. Tomorrow, the weather will be sunny with a chance of clouds. And the day after tomorrow, the weather will be sunny with a chance of clouds. And that's the report, straight from Vanadil's official weather link shell. So here's the thing, right? Like, these weather NPCs are actually kind of important. Because there are multiple things in the game that are controlled by the weather. I mean, your magic as one of them, right? Like, like if it's raining in an area, then water magic will be more effective, Like, it matters on a personal character level, but also certain weather, like for fishing, certain fish can only be caught in certain weather. Certain quests, right? Like for certain quests, you need a specific weather type to happen. Yeah, like I think some enemies only spawn when certain weather's going on. Like, yeah, like the weather does kind of matter, so it makes sense that there's NPCs to predict the weather. Yeah, also, I don't really get it, right? Like why do elves, like, they start with normal human, yeah, like as children, you can see, they start with normal human proportions, but then they turn into Slendermen, right? Like, with giraffe necks and arms that go down to their knees, like, it's weird. That's fishing, Sito. That's the fun part, right? Ooh, say, you here for business? This town's a mecca for merchants. Since all roads lead to Juneau. I mean, literally. People come full of hope, with great dreams and plans for the future. Our free city is a melting pot for all mankind. But not everybody. Some just pick up and head for home. Where there is light, there is shadow. That's Juneau. So it's basically Hollywood. We got some bards over here. Oh, and the day rolled over. We can go back to check out the Chocobo. The Minstrel of Melodies is my name. For a mere 0 gil, nice, I'll recall your past. Your stories of love, anger, triumph, and shame. The river of memories run deep and vast. So, basically, this is a way to view cutscenes, like, because this game has cutscenes, you can go to a bard and they will they will recount your adventure, and this is kind of how you replay a cutscene. Look, for a game that has like story missions, I think a feature like that lets you kind of like, you know, go back and kind of see your greatest hits, right? Like I think that's a good idea. Also, I think there's an NPC that sells maps here. Yeah, magic maps for sale. Kufim Island, we're gonna need that. It's 3K, but I need it. The Necropolis, we're gonna need that. Like we're gonna need these maps for later. The Saramog campaign, or Champagne, we're gonna need that one. The Elshimo regions, gonna need that. Okay, that's all the maps. I now only have 14,000 gil. Well, I can still afford to buy regen. That's something. All right, so good. I've got maps for many of the regions I'm gonna need. All right, so let's see that Chocobo quest. All right, I have returned. Okay, I should be able to try to feed him again. Queh! He still looks a little wary of you. Nope. Still no go. A friendly Chocobo would be eating already, but this one's different. Yeah, so I gotta wait. So now I have to wait another hour before he will accept the Gauze-bit grass. I think next time I try to feed him, he'll actually take the grass, but we have to feed him like 3 or 4 times after that, so yeah. It's a long quest. Like, it's not a hard quest, it's just a time-consuming quest. And see, the thing is that because I don't have a Chocobo, I don't really want to leave Juno if I don't have to, right? like let's say I leave Juno and go back to leveling or whatever. The thing is, if I want to come back here, then I basically have to teleport to the marsh, and then I've got to walk up through Rolandberry Fields again. And I mean, you know, that's not the longest journey. That's not too bad, right? Like, basically, you just have to go through one zone to get here. That's not the worst thing ever, but like, I'd still rather just complete the quest so that I get my Chocobo, and then, you know, that'll make travel even faster. So I'm just gonna park my character here, and you know, every now and then I'll pop in, feed the Gauze-bit grass to it, and slowly I will master the chicken. You know, I will master the chicken. Again, that's just one of those. It's a little annoying, but it's one of those rites of passage in the game, and it's an important one. You know, like, but once you unlock your Chocobo, you've unlocked it. It's done. Alright, so I guess, yeah, for now that's all I wanted to do with FF11, just a brief little, you know, I wanted to get that outpost and I wanted to get to Juno, because the Conquest is going to reset soon. Yeah, Conquest is going to reset in 1 hour, and who knows, right? Who knows what the next Conquest is going to look like. I wish I could have gotten Elshimo Lowlands. Like, that's kind of an important one too. Like once you get that one, you can just teleport directly to Elshimo. You don't have to take the airship from Juno anymore. Like, you can just skip the airship ride. But the thing is you can't get to Elshimo without, you know, yeah, like you can't get there without the airship pass, so. And I ain't gonna get that in an hour. But yeah, I don't know. It's always, you know, it is kind of fun, like new character, like having to unlock everything again. It's yeah, a little annoying sometimes, but also it is fun too. Just to, yeah, I don't know. It is fun just to the feeling of progression, of opening things up again. It's a very fun feeling. Alright, so, okay, I guess we will leave FF11 for now. And I gotta think of, let's see, it's 4 o'clock here for me. I usually start up dinner at like 5, so we got time, I have other things I could look at. Let me think, what do we, like, before we get out of here, what do we want to look at? Well, I guess we can pop up to the intermission screen while we think about it. But for FF11 for today, that'll be all. Let's see, let's get to the intermission screen. Okay. Alright. So, okay, what have I got? Oh, burn. It's doing good, it's doing good. I gotta get that chicken license. But it's a time-based thing, so I gotta wait on it. So let's see, I made a folder of just MMO stuff. It's not all of it, but it's the ones I could think of. So let's see, I did get that Earth and Beyond emulator working. I did get it going. Oh, burn. Which, again, burn, like, you know, you really should, like, give FF11 a shot. It's easy to get into Eden, you know? Like, it's fun. But, okay, I did want to, like, maybe, I wanted to maybe do some more stuff with my rogue in WoW. But, if I hopped into that, it would probably be, I'd want to spend more than just an hour with it. So, I think looking at Earth and Beyond might be the way to go. Or, I've got Grail. I always forgot, like, I have Grail online. But, let's check out Earth and Beyond. Hope I can remember, I think I remember how to log into it. And I have to run it in full screen. So, this one, alright. Let's hop out of this. I'm gonna shut it down. I might hop into, let's see, it's gonna take an hour, so, like, okay, you know what, like, I'll have a few minutes after 5, so, like, we can hop back in to FF11. And, we can, like, turn in the Gauze-bit grass one more time before getting out, but... Alright, so I'm just logging out of FF11, and then I'll get Earth and Beyond going. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna switch to to that, and, so this game requires full screen. Like, I can't not be in full screen. So please do tell me if it looks and sounds okay when it pops up. So here we go. Wait, here we go. Huh? Okay. Oh wait, I gotta accept. Okay, come on, here we go. Right. Okay, now here we go. All right. So, do tell me if it looks and sounds okay, like when things are animating. Okay, skip the EA thing. Here we go.
Good to see you again. Type in your name and password and we'll get started.
Yeah, this is a very animated game on... So, alright. Do we have sound? Do we have audio? Do we have visuals? Is it all clear? It requires full screen, so... It at least hashes the password, but not too hard to guess the user. Okay, seems to be... Yeah, this game, I think it came out in 2002. which is actually the same time as FF11. But this game, I have really fond memories of this game. Like, I loved it when it came out, but I literally haven't played it since it came out. So, and this game did not last long. This game died fairly quickly. So, I think that's my password. Alright. I made a character already. Yeah, I made I made a Terran character, but okay, to get an idea of what this game is, let's go to the new character screen.
This is the Terran Enforcer.
It just boom right into it.
Fastest of the 3 warrior ships. Should you choose the Enforcer, you enlist an Earth Corps.
They just explain.
Mercenaries who protect all Terran interests. Not as powerful as a Projan warrior, nor as stealthy as a Genqui defender, Enforcers are most valued for their ability to fight well in a group. Enforcers can rally group members to fight more effectively, and are masters at disrupting enemy defenses through their hacking and enrage skills. Enforcers also have large cargo holds and a sizable number of weapon mounts. On the downside, Enforcers are not energy efficient, which means they must play a careful balancing act during combat lest they run out of energy. In addition, their armor plating is only average, forcing them to fight more carefully than the heavily armed Projan or stealthy Genqui.
Okay, wow, they really, like, so yeah, it's very, like, it's a very vocal game, but yeah, so this is, you make both a character and then the ship that your character pilots. You don't like buy ships or anything, you just, it's more very RPG style, so like, you know, in combat, your combat character is your spaceship, your town character is your human avatar. And yeah, you got 3 factions to choose from. The Terrans, which, yeah, they can be Enforcer, Tradesman, or Scout. The character I already made is a Scout. Then the Projan, which are the Mars people. They're all human. There's no aliens in this that you can play as anyway. So yeah, the Projan are, like, everything they do has a slight bent towards combat. Right? Like, they're very combat oriented. And then Genqui are, I think they're like from Saturn or Jupiter, and like they're kind of exploration based. So I'd say, like, the difference between them all, right? Yeah, I know, right? I know, Burn. Oh, it kind of does, but so, like, okay, I'd say, like, all of the Terran classes are kind of, they all have a little bit of kind of trade skill stuff to them, right? Like, Terrans are all about trade for the most part. Like, you can see in my skills, like, I can build engines, I can build weapons, like, they've got crafting even as the combat class. So like, for Terrans, everything they do is kind of hybridized with trade in some way. And like Projan, everything they do is kind of hybridized with combat. And Genqui, everything is, like, every one of their classes can stealth in some way. So your faction kind of determines your general playstyle, and then, yeah, like, the Enforcer, Warrior, Defender, they're the general tanky, like, they both tank and deal damage. They're the combat, like, the hard combat classes. And then Tradesman, Privateer, and Seeker are all, like, they are the crafting / trading classes. Like, they're focused towards it. And then Scout, Sentinel, and Explorer, they are all about exploration, which mainly entails prospecting. Like, you know, harvesting asteroids for ore, that kind of thing. They're the miners, basically. But, like, to give an idea here, we got, like, Warrior.
The Projan Warrior, mightiest of the mighty.
I'll let it talk.
If you so choose, you'll become a genetically enhanced Centuriata warrior. Will you answer the call forward? Some of the skills available to warriors include Gravity Link, which allows you to slow your opponents mid-flight. Shield Inversion, which turns your shields into a mighty offensive weapon. And Self-Destruct, which you can use to take out your enemies in a fireball of glory. As a warrior, your primary weakness will be your lack of
kamikaze.
speed. You must use your skills and bravery to succeed.
I love how the Projan, like, one of the Projan specials is that they, like, So, okay, here's the thing. I guess really, if you want a summary of Progen, which remember, everyone is human. There's no aliens. But like, I guess the Progen are basically the Klingons here, right? So, you know, your special is that you can self-destruct and take them down with you. Great.
The Genkwai Defender, a deadly combination of stealth and firepower. Should you choose the Defender, you will become a member of the Shinhwa, the warrior monks of the great Genkwai race. As a Defender, you will fight like an assassin, typically approaching your target while cloaked, using your summoning ability to draw your prey away from its allies, then unleashing a deadly weapons barrage. The Defender's primary weaknesses include its poor shield and light armor. As a Defender, you will engage in combat by stealth rather than standing toe-to-toe with your enemies.
Yeah, so I think that's a good, like, you know, you kind of get, like, the theming, right, of the various, like, yeah, so yeah, you have, you know, humans, or not humans, God, you have Terrans that are, yeah, they're kind of the, I don't know, all-around tradesman type of thing. Like, everything they do kind of revolves around teamwork and trade. Yeah, then Progen are just, they're just the combat monsters. And even when they're like a trader or an explorer, it still revolves around like face tanking things. And then the Genkwai, like, they're just, I don't know, they're kind of the sneaky stealth faction. So no matter what they do, it always revolves around stealth in some way. I am kind of curious here. Like, so not all of these are voiced, I don't think, but like the privateer, which is kind of the Progen equivalent of a tradesman. Yeah, see, they're not, like, funny enough, they're not all voiced, right? But like, let's see, they've got menace. You can frighten enemies, causing them to flee in a spaceship. Think about that, right? Think about how that functions, right? So yeah, they can build components, reactors, shields, weapons, and they use missiles and beams. So yeah, they're like the Terran tradesmen, except they're not as focused on trade. And then yeah, okay, they can build components, devices, engines, reactors, weapons. So yeah, so like they all kind of have a slightly different thing, all of them. But I went with the Scout. So that's the character I'm gonna be playing as now. Like, okay, I do want to show there's some problems with the character creator, right? I know that dev bias. Well, I think it's just some of them. Like the first one, that always gets a voice line, but then it's spotty for the rest of them. Like, let's see. So the Terran tradesman, I think that gets a voice line. Also, hey there, folks.
The Terran tradesman, the best merchant in the galaxy. When you choose this profession, you join Infinity Corp, the mighty Terran trade conglomerate. The tradesman is the best craftsman with the biggest cargo holds in the galaxy. Not only will you be able to make almost any item, you will also be performing emergency fixes to your comrades' damaged shields and hulls. If you enjoy buying low and selling high, crafting objects, or supporting warriors in combat, the Terran tradesman is for you. As a tradesman, your primary weakness will be your reliance on others for safety. While your speed will help you escape some sticky situations, you will often need a group to make the best profit.
I love the narrator. So yeah, like the Terran tradesman, so here's the thing, I was kind of like torn between the Terran tradesman and the Scout, but like, so yeah, you look at the tradesman, right? And so like this is basically as pure as it gets for like a crafting trader type of character. Like they can fight, however, they're not really that great at it. But if you look at their skills, like, yeah, they have skills to make NPCs friendly, right? Negotiate. So negotiate. It reduces prices. Like, this reduces prices and increases profit when interacting with NPC vendors. Like that. Yeah, so like the Terran tradesman is just, it's money. It's all about making money, right? It's the money class. And then yeah, then they can craft almost everything. I don't think they can make reactors. Yeah, they can't make reactors, but they can make everything else. And let's see. So I went with the scout, which doesn't get any lines, but so like okay, what does the scout have? They've got afterburn, they've got hacking. Temporarily disables a target's shields, reactor, engine, weapons, or devices. So, okay, so like the scout can hack enemy ships, very nice. You got hole patch, jumpstart, null factor field, navigate. Oh, they get yeah. So like, so you'll notice, right? Like every one of the Terran classes, they all get negotiate, like all of them. So, yeah, Terran's whole thing is that they're really good at trade and diplomacy. So, no matter what class you're playing, like they all have negotiation, and you know they're all good at making money, basically. And I guess kind of at the hit that they're not as good at combat. They don't have stealth or anything like that. Yeah, see, look, you can build devices, build engines. Yeah, like you still get. But this has prospect and scan, which I don't think all of them have. Like if I go over to privateer, they can't scan and prospect, right? No. They can scan. Okay, this one can scan, but it can't prospect. So yeah, I think only the third class of any of them, like they're the ones that can prospect.
The Projan Sentinel.
Ooh, this one gets a voice.
An exploration profession with many of the Projan combat advantages. A unique combination for a unique class. Choosing the Sentinel makes you a member of the Sabine Order, the scientists who developed the genetic enhancements of the Projan. Like all explorers, the Sentinel can prospect for rare ores and artifacts, as well as jumpstart stranded comrades. However, rather than cloak and run, the Sentinel meets opponents head-on. With their multitude of weapons and ability to stop enemies from escaping, some consider the Sentinels the most self-sufficient of all professions. As with other Projan, the Sentinels' primary weakness is their speed. They also have a limited cargo capacity due to their heavy use of armor plating and weapon mounts.
All right. And so what I remember about this game, again, I literally haven't played this game since it was new, you know, and now it's dead for a long time. Like it didn't last long, but so what I remember is that everybody is fine on their own. There's player interdependence though. Like, you know, you want to buy things from other players and all that, you know, what you can't make yourself. Like no one class can make everything. So you're gonna have to deal with other players, or, you know, make alts, right? But yeah, I don't remember it being too much of an issue. But so I think you can kind of see like the difference between the various factions. So they all have the same like archetypes, right? But you know, like the Terran Scout, they're you know, they're like all the explorers are about, like they're all about prospecting ore, scanning things down, and exploring. They're all about that, right? But then, you know, the Terran, okay, so like the Terran, they have all of the trade stuff, so they make more money, and you know, they're like they're good at making money in trade, and they have hacking, so like that's how they get around, right? Then the Projan, okay, like they've got, yeah, the Projan, they just have like super heavily armored ships with pretty good weapons still, so yeah, they face tank it, right? Like in addition to prospecting, they can face tank things. And then the Genquai, like they all have stealth and teleports. So like they all kind of do the same thing, but in a slightly different way. Now, okay, here's the problem with character creation. Like if we just were to go forward on this one, right? So like, let's say we go with this guy, right? Now, again, I already have a character made. I'm gonna go with that. I didn't do anything, I just made it, and that's it. But, so you make your character, and the character creator is really limited. like really limited. So you got, I don't think the actual graphics are bad. Again, this game came out in 2002. There were certainly better looking games. I mean, I personally, I think FF11 has an overall more polished, better look than this, but, you know, again, there were better games, there were worse games that came out in 2002. God, like, you could slap some hair on there. So how many options for hair do you actually have? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so you have 11 hairstyles to choose from, which that's probably the most options you're gonna have. So let's say you go with, like, you know, let's say you go with that, right? Yeah, there we go. Got a couple beards, but face type, so that's your general, like, head shape or texture. Not that many to choose from. Yeah, see, look, you can kind of change the shape a little bit. Kinda. There's only 3 to choose from. The details, which is basically you can slap a texture on there, right? You can just slap a big old texture on there. Some glasses. I'd say like for the actual player character, the customization is not great, but it's not terrible, right? Like for the time, this is not great, but it's not terrible. It was, I'd say, like the character creation is kind of standard, right? Body, now I will say body and clothing. Now remember, this is not the kind of game where your character gets clothing or armor over the course of the game. It's not like EverQuest or FF11 or WoW. Like your player character is, like, your human character is not your, like, that's not your character. Your character is the ship. Like, this is just what you use to get around stations. Like, you have to remember, right, this is a spaceship game. So your actual human character is, you're only gonna see that, like, maybe 20% of the time you're playing, right? But I'd say, like, okay, look, we have one shirt, 2 shirt, 3 shirt, that's it. Yeah, you have 3 shirts, so you've got a choice between 3 different shirts and 3 different pants, right? 3 shirts, 3 pants. That's it. Can adjust your height and weight, which literally all weight means is how thick your character is. It just means how thick you are. Right? Like in the middle, you're kind of wide, or you're really wide, or you're less wide. That's all the difference that makes. But remember, human character is not what you're going to be looking at most of the time. Most of the time, what you're going to be looking at is your spaceship, and this is where the character creator is really limited for what it is, right? Remember, what you make here is pretty much what you're going to be stuck with for the rest of the game. Like, this isn't the kind of space game where, you know, like, you buy new ships or you can heavily modify what your ship looks like. More or less, what you see here is what you're going to be playing with for the entire game. So you have a grand total of 3 hull styles, right? So the hull is this part. So you have a grand total of 3 hulls to choose from. And you have a grand total of 3 wings to choose from. And that's it. That's it. You can paint it. Like, you can paint it a little bit. You can name it if you feel like it. You can slap a decal on there like that, right? But that's it. That is the extent of the customization, and that is what you're going to be stuck with for the entire game. Yeah. So that's sort of the problem with character creation in this game, is that it, like, for the human avatar, it's a little lackluster, but it's very standard for the time. The problem is the spaceship customization is also, like, damn near non-existent, and for the time, so, like, here's the thing, right? space sims of the time. I think EVE Online came out maybe around the same time, maybe a year later than this. And like, okay, to use EVE Online as a comparison, while you literally can't customize your spaceships in that, you don't have the same spaceship for the whole game. Like in EVE Online, there are many spaceships to choose from, and you will be switching around between them. You know, so your customization is basically choosing what spaceship you want to pilot, right? Like that's your customization in that game. Yeah, here you're stuck with this, and it's barely customizable, so it's not great. It's not great. But I already made a character. Yeah, I made a Terran Scout. I have it already good to go. And literally all I did was pop into the starting place. So I tried to make it as unique looking as possible, but that's difficult. So alright, let's get in there. We're at Guyana Spaceport. Here's the world map. Yeah, it's just double. Oh boy, my character's very wide. So I forget how you actually... Okay, so WASD... S does nothing. A does this. A moves me forward. That does... D does nothing. W. So literally just A makes me walk forward. Oh god. So right click is just this. Okay, left and right. Like the arrow keys. The arrow keys are a little more manageable, but like... I need to fix this. I need to fix this. Navigation. Yeah, like I need to fucking fix this. So begin moving. Oh my god, you have begin moving forward, begin moving backwards. Wait, this is already tied to target nearest navigation. That's a terrible choice. This is already tied to target nearest friendly mob. Okay, I can move forward and backwards now. Yeah, the controls are just weird by default. And yeah, this is like this is the strangest control scheme. So let's see. Turn left, turn right. So yeah, let's make that like this should work out fine. Okay, tilt down and tilt up. I guess this is spaceship stuff, right? I'd say for me, like, I don't know, that feels a little more natural for down, feels a little more natural for up. That's already used for engage, disengage. We can figure it out. So to engage, disengage, warp, let's make that Y. Okay. Alright. So now I have a control scheme that makes some kind of sense. Alright, this is now a control scheme that at least partially makes sense. I can deal with this. I don't really like how this is just like right here. Oh god. I don't really like how the chat window is just like right at the top of the screen. Not really a fan of that. Wait, right click to hide show. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that helps. That helps. Yeah, it's the same controls when you're moving your ship, so it does make more sense there, but like in the station, this is kind of terrible. This is kind of terrible. Okay, so here's my inventory. I got 500 credits. Here's my character sheet. So yeah, you have right. So like in this game, you've got 3 different EXP bars. You have a total level, which is like your total level is a total of all of your things, right? So yeah, you've got combat, exploration, and trade. Like you level up 3 different things, and that accounts for your overall level. And then here's my yeah, this is your skill sheet. So you basically fill in the bubbles to advance. Faction. You are affiliated with Hyperia Explorers. And then you have hated and loved. So you can kind of see like, yeah, look, Death to Infinity Corp, the Boggeril, a loose collection of early settlers in the Alpha Centauri system. Yeah, so you have all these factions going on. Got missions. Okay. The navigation map. Alright, we're in equatorial Earth right now. Or equatorial. Starbase, Guyana Spaceport. And there's your options. Okay, so it's a little bit much to figure out, but yeah, I don't think the controls are overly complicated here. It's just they're a little bit different than a normal game. So okay, this is Earth and Beyond. There's like maybe 50 people playing on this server. It's not many people want to play this game, but some people have a lot of love for it. I remember loving this game as a kid. Like back in 2002, I remember this game being the best game ever. But probably that was just little kid me, right? Okay, we have so this is a refining station. So I can refine ore here, which I'm a scout, so I can prospect. Don Jose de Sevilla. Greetings, young explorer. How do you do? Let's see. Do you have any work I could do? Yes, what I want you to do is scout around this sector for a few locations. Your mission will be to map the locations I send to your navigation computer. Are you up for it? Yeah, sounds good. Where do I go? Excellent. The first place I want you to go check out is Research Station Earth, here in Equatorial Earth. Once you arrive there, I will upload the next place to check out. Be careful as you go, because you never quite know what you may find in uncharted territory. Good luck, Scout.
New mission received.
Okay, got a mission. Yeah, I mean, like, it's like this game, like, as I remember it, it has a lot going on. It's not as complicated as something like, say, EVE Online, which, you know, I just had a thought. Like, I used to play EVE Online a lot. I really liked it, but, I stopped playing it for a long time, and I believe it's free to play now. Like, you don't get access to to all the advanced ships and stuff, but it's free to play for like the basic ships and all that. I might give that another look, right? At least on a stream. But yeah, this was my preferred game. Was Earth and Beyond back in the day. So here's the lounge. Oh yeah, look! Oh, look at that! Oh, like, look! They've got like what is that? It's like some kind of biodome, I guess, right? Also, is there no music, or do I have it turned off? I have there's music, but just not here. Administrator Luzini. Ah, hello there. You must be Double, the new Explorer class pilot I was told to expect. Welcome to Guyana Spaceport. I hope you're ready to put in some work for the station. We could certainly use the help. Okay. Work. I have to go brush my dog's teeth. Yeah. Alright, you bet. What can I do? Oh my god, he did the Bill and Ted thing. Oh my fuck. He air guitared with noise. Alright, great. So here's the most pressing problem at the moment. Raw materials. As you may have learned from Don Jose in the main room of the station here, the Hyperia explorers have only recently come to active duty. Getco is doing a lot for us, but we've got to help carry our weight too. Alright, yeah, that seems like an odd situation. Well, okay, I'm ready to do my part. Tell me what to do. Right, what I need you to do is head out into the sector, gather some resources. Specifically, we need hydrocarbons with some plastics and other items needed to repair ships and whatnot. If you can gather up about 7 units each of lithium ore and crude graphite, that will go a long way towards helping the station out. Okay, got it.
New skill obtained.
Oh, I got a new skill. Okay, thanks. Check around the Rosetta Point or Cassini Point navs. Explore the sector too while you're out. May as well familiarize yourself with the area, right? Okay.
New mission received.
Oh. My silver cat wants to meow at me. Silver. I give him the attention. Okay. So I got a new skill. I assume the skill I got was like prospecting, I assume. Alright, so let's see. What is this? Intergalactic net. Oh, right. Right. Yeah, there's nothing here anymore. Yeah, so so like this right here, like when you would play the game back in the day, there was like they made a website for the game, like Net7, I think, and basically there was sort of like an in-game internet that it worked through an actual web browser, but like it was like, oh, you can, you know, browse our in-game net through yeah, so like I guess it's no longer maintained. All right, neat little feature though, but no longer working. Okay, money symbol. So the bazaar. Ooh, look at all that. There's some set pieces going on. Okay, let's see. They got engines, reactors, and shields. So yeah, you buy parts to upgrade your ship, but got your equipables. Which what is on my ship actually? Okay, here's my equipment. I've got gradient laser, shield, reactor, engine. I have no devices. I'm pretty sure I need like a thing to actually mine with. Like I think I need a thing to mine with. Okay, so there's weapons. Let's see. Where were my missions again? Yeah, here. Okay, but I'm pretty sure like I need a thing to mine with. I'm pretty sure. I only have 500 credits, so I can't really buy. Yeah, I can't really buy anything, but the sculptor gives an increase to your prospect skill. Okay, maybe I don't need it. Maybe I can just do it. We'll see. Okay, well, let's get out into space, right? Into the space.
New location discovered.
Oh boy, we're in the space. Okay, so that's where we came from. there's Earth. So yeah, it's same controls. Yeah, same controls. Same exact controls as in the station. So, okay, what have we got? So we have a gradient laser. And I have a skill for prospecting, but how do I prospect? How for I prospect? So I have the prospect skill. Okay, it allows the retrieval of valuable resources from objects such as asteroids, gas clouds, and hulks. This skill is activated using a action button that will appear when a prospectable object is targeted. Okay, that's easy enough. So, okay, my current level enables, alright. Next level reduces the amount of time and energy required to prospect, extends the range, and enables the refining of Tech 2 ores. Okay. Okay, so they gave me some places to go to, right? Alright, here is the map of the area. So those are gates. Yeah, we have an accelerator to Earth, so hey, we can just go down to Earth. Got Getco Path. Rosetta Point. Destination, Rosetta Point. Now how do I actually, how do I engage warp? Also, what's the galaxy map? Okay, so here is the no, that doesn't. Okay, so this is the greater galaxy. Okay. So let me check my controls. Like I know there's like a. Oh wait, there's a button for it. There is a button for it. Warp. Engage. Yeah. All right. So I don't think you can actually like do anything while you're in warp. Yeah, you don't do anything when you're in warp. You're just in warp.
New location discovered.
Okay. Oh, there's enemies here. Oh yeah, there's enemies. The scuttle larva. They're not attacking me though. Yeah, they're not attacking me, so I'm gonna just do the prospecting they want me to do. Oh, Sito. Oh, Sito. It's funny, like, if this was a couple years ago, you could make that joke in reverse, though, right? Okay, so we have a crystalline asteroid, and then you just hit the prospect button, I guess. Raw moonstone. Okay, this is mining. Okay, so we extracted the moonstone, got 65 exploration experience, so... Alright, mine that one.
Unable to execute.
Okay, I can only mine one at a time. Gotcha. So yeah, you pull it out, and then do the next one. I can see my energy going down. Okay, so let me look at my character. Yeah, so like, yeah, you can see I got some exploration EXP out of all that. So again, like in this game, in order to level up, you have to level up combat, exploration, and trade. So yeah, okay, like we explore by mining. So just mine and you'll level up. Well, you'll level up your exploration anyway. Oh yeah, I just thought, yeah, like wait, we're around Earth, right? So where's the moon? Huh. I mean, maybe we're on the wrong side of it, right? Oh, there it is. There's the moon. There it is. No panic. Okay, let's try combat though. I've got a gradient laser. Activate. So you just activate it and get close. It's very Star Trek Online. So yeah, like all I'm doing is just moving. Like the actual combat is automatic. It's basically just auto attack. I mean, if I had more devices, then I could use those, so it would get a little more exciting. But it's basically auto attack. Very standard old school MMO combat.
Target destroyed.
Alright. Loot it. Got a larval nexus. I will say, like, okay, for the time, for what this is, like, honestly, this is not bad space game gameplay, right? Like, I've seen space games made more recent that, you know, that don't even play this good. Like, this is, I would say, fine space gameplay. Nothing amazing, you know, nothing incredible, but like, it's not bad either. And I could totally see how maybe given time they could have improved on it, you know, if the game hadn't died. Oh yeah, let's see. I got messages. Oh, hey. Oh, okay. This is for the emulator server. Okay. Welcome to the Earth and Beyond emulator. You know me, and soon you might hear a little more from me. But in the meanwhile, enjoy and test hard. Gonna be a bit of a rough ride, but it's gonna be worth it. Right? Technically, this emulator is still in the test phase. Like technically, we are all testing it, I guess. But yeah, like as far as the actual like space gameplay goes, so the main thing that you could compare this to would be EVE Online, right? Because it came out around the same time. And honestly, EVE Online plays mostly like this too, like in terms of the space stuff, right? Like you have your hotbars and your weapons and mounted, you know, your mounted weapons and devices are on your hotbar, and like the actual gameplay is very, very similar to EVE Online. But the thing is, EVE Online doesn't have like you can't get out of your ship and walk around the space stations in EVE Online. Funny enough, they tried that, and then they walked the feature back and took it away. But like I'd say this is comparable. It's just it doesn't. The thing is, I'd say it's comparable, but this doesn't look as nice as EVE Online looks. But EVE Online didn't always look like it does today either. Like they've gone through several hardware upgrades since they started, and I feel like if this hadn't died, I mean, they probably would have done the same, right? I don't really get. The thing is, this game is definitely very raw around the edges, but I don't see anything about this game going back to it where like I don't see anything that couldn't have been hammered out with time, right? You know, like the control scheme thing. Again, that could have the default control scheme is something that could easily be fixed, given time, right? You know, again, the graphics, like EVE Online, could have been upgraded over time. The gameplay is, again, it's not that much different from EVE Online, and that game is still around, so. I feel like the biggest problem this game had was that it came out in 2002, and not long after, you know, World of Warcraft, and then EA, just like they did with Star Wars Galaxies, they decided that it wasn't making enough money.
Target destroyed.
Alright, well, I got some loot. Have I done the mission yet? Let me take a look. So they want lithium and graphite. Do I have lithium and graphite? Moonstone, bloodstone, sulfates, copper. That's dung. Collected their poop. Iron, barrel. Wow. literally not finding the thing I need. Huh. I don't know, maybe Eve has like a, you know, a whale support network, but like, again, I played Eve for quite a bit years ago, and I thought it was a pretty fun game. I didn't like a lot of things about it. I mean, namely that, like, even in the high sector space, it's too easy for asshole players to ruin your game. But, like, I don't know, I think that game, it was fun enough to attract players, right? It's still really the only spaceship MMO there is. Like really, I haven't seen another good one. But there's more space games these days to choose from. You know, they're not necessarily MMOs, but like, yeah, you've got like Elite Dangerous. I mean, hell, even No Man's Sky kind of fills that niche in a weird way. I think the problem is that, like, for the longest time, EVE Online just didn't have any competition. Like, there just were no other spaceship games. Can I warp to the like, can I do like a short warp? Can I do that? Okay, sweet, I can. Nice. Yeah, but now there's just so many space, like, there's not MMOs, but like there's so many space games to choose from now that allow you to play online with other people. But it is still kind of the only actual, like, full-blown MMO space game. Alright, I wonder, can I just go down to Earth? Or there was an acceleration thing, right? There was like a gate. There's Research Station Earth. So, accelerator to Earth. I'd like to just check that out real quick. Alright, let's go home. Let's go to Earth. Also, I think the music here, this game has fine music. But yeah, I like, so here's the thing, like, as I'm playing around a little bit, like, this game is very rough around the edges, but it's, like, okay, once you kind of, you know, once you get a control scheme that works for you, like, there's nothing wrong with the gameplay here. It's very rough, but there's nothing really wrong with it, you know? I don't know if it's the kind of game that I would spend a huge amount of time with, but it's fine, right?
New location discovered. New location discovered.
And, like, if this game had been given some time, I think it could have done well, I think. Probably its biggest problem was that it was made and run by EA. That's probably its biggest problem. Okay, acceleration gate to Earth. Let's go to Earth. Like, shoot me down to the planet. Okay, we're entering Earth.
New location discovered.
Oh, is this doesn't look like, okay, we're closer to Earth. I see, we are closer to Earth. So there's Earth Station. High Earth, Earth Station. Let's check out Earth Station. Yeah, look, I'm an explorer, right? Let's do some exploring.
New location discovered.
I'm wondering though, like, will they let me just go down to Earth? Like, can I do that? I know you can, in fact, like, you can go down to some of the planets in this. Okay, so I can register and dock. Let's dock.
Docking sequence initiated.
I just want to check out the station, see if it looks any different than the one we came from. So the station, I mean, right now this looks exactly the same as the last station. Different NPCs in it, like you have different, what's this? What is this? You can analyze things there. Okay. What do you do here? Okay, that's manufacturing. They've got a lounge. Oh, they actually got music at this lounge. Nice. But yeah, overall, like, this looks like the same station, more or less. Just slightly different things they've got here. Wait, what is this? Is this a refiner? Yeah. Okay, can I refine all that ore that I got? Yes, I can. So let's take the raw bloodstone. So I can refine raw bloodstone into bloodstone. It costs money to refine it. So then I have a bloodstone. Okay. Well, I was kind of hoping this station would look different, but it doesn't really look much different. Oh, gas clouds. So, I wonder. Wait, so we're in Earth. We came from equatorial Earth. There's a sector gate to high Earth. Can I go there? Like, basically, it's like, can I go to Earth, right? Can I land on Earth?
New location discovered.
It will not let me sector gate to Earth. It will not let me do that. Damn. Huh. Okay. So I guess maybe like, and they won't let me just like warp into Earth, right? No, they won't let me do that. Okay, so I guess you've got to be like higher level to go to Earth, right? Is that the deal? You gotta be higher level to get to Earth. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, it's just like I know. So like you can actually land on some of the planets in this. I think you might be able to land on Earth too once you get high enough level. And then you can, just like the stations, you can kind of like wander around a cityscape on the planet, and it looks kind of nice. I guess I'll go back to equatorial Earth then. Yeah, time to shoot lasers at Earth. Just mine it. Oh hey, I leveled up. Yeah, so I leveled up. My exploration leveled up. So every time you level up, you get a skill point. So you can prospect, reactor tech, shield tech, engine tech, device tech, beam weapons. I guess I want prospecting, right? To reduce the amount of time and energy required to prospect, and extends the range. Yeah, okay, I can mine rocks better now. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, it's so fast now. Oh, I can move. Oh, okay, cool. I can move while it's tractoring. That's good. That's good.
Unable to execute. Unable to execute.
Why not? Oh, is my inventory full? No, my inventory's not full. Why can't I? Oh, it's tech level 2. Let's see. Yeah, it's a tech level 2 asteroid, so I can't do that. Let's check those out, those hydrocarbon deposits. I find it a little weird that there's all of these, like, gases and minerals and things just orbiting around Earth. I mean, Like, why does Earth have, like, crystalline asteroids and gas clouds, and also, why hasn't, like, in the context of the game, if there is that stuff, like, why hasn't someone mined it out, like, you know, years ago, right? What? Oh, yeah, I don't know, like, this is bringing back some memories, but at the same time, like, I gotta admit, the game, like, the game is pretty raw, you know? Like, even as someone that really loved Earth and Beyond back in the day, like, I can't really deny that it's a very rough around the edges kind of game. I can't really deny that, you know? I do like the way the ship moves though, once you get going. Why is this hydrocarbon deposit, like, why is it all glowy? Oh, there's coal in them asteroids, and tar. Coal and tar. Yeah, like, why do... Oh, maybe it's that they're spawning in? I don't know. There's just a big-ass asteroid over there. Warp to it. I still haven't found the resources they wanted me to actually find. Yeah, like potash, potash, uranium. So, yeah, I'm still not actually finding the resource they want me to find. I know, right? There's coal and asteroid. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like, man, see, like, look. If only we'd known that there's all these precious, you know, minerals, gases, etc. If only we'd known, it's all just up there floating in orbit. If only we'd known. You know, you can just get oil from asteroids in space, which I'm pretty sure we got oil from some of these, right? Like, there's oil buckets in here, right? I'm pretty sure we found oil somewhere. Maybe not, I don't know. I mean, there's also apparently space larvae, you know, so... Yeah, there's tar. Crude coal. I wouldn't be surprised if we just found oil, but... that good tar, that space tar. Oh hey, more space bugs. A scuttle nymph. Yeah, again, you know, like, look, there's just big bugs floating around in orbit. You know, Earth, right? Man, space is great. This is truly hard science right here. Alright, but so here's the thing, I think I will mess around with Earth and Beyond more. Like, when we have a little more time to mess around, I think I will check this out again, although I also this is kinda, like, funnily enough, even though I don't have the same nostalgia for it, like, this is kind of making me wanna check out EVE Online again. It's kind of making me wanna do that. I wonder if there's EVE Online private servers. There's gotta be, right? There's gotta be. But anyway, although it is just free to play now, so I guess, like, what would be the point? Oh god, yeah, also Sito, like, why are the... You know, I didn't even think about that. Like, why are the bugs beating their wings? Like, what does that do for them in space? It's space. There's no resistance. Like, you can't propel yourself like that. But yeah, I don't know. I'll take another look at this sometime. Although, also maybe check out Eve too. I have such fond nostalgia for this game. I really have a lot of nostalgia for it, but I think it might not be as good as I remember. It might just not be as good as I remember. Yeah, probably really not as good.
Aww.
And enters the wife. Alright, so I guess, yeah, I don't know, I'll look at Earth and Beyond more some other time, but let's see, it's after the hour, so I had wanted to A, start on dinner soon, but B, before I do that, like, pop in FF11 real quick to get my Chocobo thing done for the hour. Because it's an hourly thing, right? Alright, so let's quit on out of that. This is another one of those instances where yeah, it's another one of those instances where, like, yeah, not as good as I remember. Some games, they're just as good as I remember, but this might not be one of them. Please note, your ship will power down before the game is exited. You've gotta power your ship down. Just boop, right out. No power down needed.
No, it said your ship will power down, not you have to power your ship down.
Yeah, so I guess, like, I'm just floating in the game still for a while. Okay, let me okay, let's do that. Let's do one more step of the Chocobo quest before we will end the stream to end the stream to do that, and then we'll continue again later on in the evening for XCOM. But first, let's check out. I'm booting it up now. Give me a sec. Oh, the cat's super friendly right now. Oh. Alright, so let's see. Let me we're in OBS capture. There we go. Okay. So let's do one more step of the Chocobo quest before we get out of here.
And now we want your attention.
Oh, you just exploded up onto my desk.
That sounded wrong.
Like, it startled me how quickly he jumped up here. Oh, and he's typing for me. Oh, there he goes.
Doesn't know who's mentioning.
Oh, Volks. Yeah, $1 million on Entropia. Oh, I mean, we could pop into that too. We could. But although again, it's like, you know, you always want to show things in that, but it's like, oh, but then that costs money. All right, so let's see. What can I do? Can I feed my chicken? Let's see. Take the Gauze-bit grass now. Queh! He seems to be comfortable with you. Just a little bit more. Thanks to you, he's eating more, and his feathers have a healthier glow. Ooh, cutscene. Queh! He still looks slightly uncomfortable with you. Alright. Oh, let's see. Wow. I thought it would take longer. I think we've almost won him over. Oh, nice. Oh, he's quaying all over the place. Well, let's see. Look what we have here. He's already munching away. Looks like he's almost ready. Oh, here. Sinister music. Sinister music. Dietmund. Right when I thought I'd lost you. I find your sorry face here. Oh, it's the previous owner. Who the heck are you? It ain't polite to barge into a chocobo corral. Or, yeah, corral. Oh, don't talk like that to me, thief. Wait, how do you know he's a thief? Because he looks like just.
Because they stole his chocobo.
Oh yeah, right. I thought it's like, does it mean like he's dressed like a thief? Like, I mean, thief is a literal class, so. All right, let's see. I'm here to take back what's rightfully mine. We don't house thieves here, mister, and I don't recall taking anyone's property. Oh, look, the chicken's just cowering. This chocobo belongs to me. Can't you see the brand? Well, not really, but now give him back. I did not see a brand on that chocobo. Wait, that means... Master, come quickly. Mister, you may be a chocobo handler, but I reckon you handle them roughly. That sounds a little bad, I don't know. He roughs up his chickens.
You just said that silver exploded onto the table. I'm sorry, but I don't think you get to say what sounds wrong.
Alright, let's see. Oh, so, you got a problem with that. Spoil your animals, and they'll never obey. You gotta instill them with fear. I mean, come on, they're just animals. You eat meat, don't you? I mean, do they eat the giant chickens? Question mark. So don't lecture me over what I do with them. Ooh. So we have a rival for this quest. Come on, let's go. Quack! Lay off, mister, you're scaring him. Yeah, well that's cause you spoiled him rotten. You gave him grass. I'll be back for what's mine. You mark my words. An enemy antagonist.
I mean, he does have the tattoo on his forehead.
Well, yeah. Oh, that kind of scum is the worst. Oh well, this doesn't really concern you. So look, kiddo, you've got talent. This birdie here is almost yours. Keep up the good work, okay? Alright. Oh, that brute doesn't scare me. Anyway, look at you. The master said you got talent. I'm so jealous. Alright, so that's the next hour of it, and I think, let's see. Yeah, I think I have to wait like another hour now, but I always give a little test. Yeah, he ain't hungry. Try feeding it later. Yeah, so, yeah, every real hour you have to give it another one, and a couple more that'll complete the quest. But it doesn't have to be consecutive hours, so you can just do it whenever. Oh. But, so, okay, here's the thing. That guy who, you know, that is the owner that the Chocobo ran away from. So, like, he's involved in the Beastmaster quest also. Like, if you do the Beastmaster quest, I think you actually, as part of that, like, you teach him how to get along with Chocobos as part of the Beastmaster quest. So, like, he is a recurring NPC. We will run into him again. Though I do wonder... No, I think you have to do the Chocobo quest before you do the Beastmaster quest. Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense if you could do that first and then you get here and he's like evil to Chocobos, right? That wouldn't make sense. So I do think the game requires you to do this first, so this is a prerequisite to unlocking Beastmaster. Oh, it burned. The Kentucky Fried Chocobo. I'm still up in the air, like, it's really unclear if they eat the Chocobos or not. I'm not sure. I mean, look, they're literally like giant chickens. Like, I see a lot of leg meat on there.
Let me put it this way, people treat chickens like pets, but also eat.
Well, yeah.
So it's gonna be the same with Chocobo, probably.
True, although I guess the quandary with Chocobos is that they are kind of intelligent animals in this, like they can understand people, like...
Pigs can recognize themselves in the mirror.
Yeah.
Something that children can only do starting at 7 months.
Yeah. but I guess what I mean is that in this, like, so obviously the chocobo can't talk, but it is made clear that, like, chocobos can understand people. Like they can kind of sort of like communicate, like, so eating them would be a little weird, I think that's the line, right? Is if they can actually communicate. That's like the line, right? All right.
I don't know, in some parts of the world they eat monkey.
Well...
And there are monkeys that we have taught sign language.
Yeah, so that's... Well, I mean, I also wouldn't eat a monkey either, so...
I wouldn't either, but that's not because of how intelligent they are, that's because of the diseases they carry.
So otherwise, I guess Dunno is fine for monkey. Oh... Although I don't imagine they'd taste good either. I can't imagine that. But oh god, what burn? What kind of a cursed link do we have? Always have to check the cursed link. Huh. Well, that's a statue, all right.
What?
Oh. Yeah. Always with the cursed images. Oh.
So what again is the problem with eating chocobos?
Don't do it.
Why?
Oh. They're sentient. They're sentient. I mean, I think kind of in this one, but also like in FF14. You can literally, like, dress the chocobo in normal adventurer armor, and they can participate just like a player. Like, they can be white mages and all that. Like, they are a sentient race that we also ride, but still, like, no eat friend. Ugh. All right, so oh. No eat giant chicken friend. Well, oh. All right, but okay, so I got what I wanted done. And I'm kind of feeling my belly rumble for dinner. I don't know about the wife. Alright, so... Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Gonna kill this stream here. Alright. And we will pick up again later, either at 1 or 2 p.m. EST. Not really sure. Could be either 1 or 2. But we'll pick up XCOM then. So this will be a nice separate stream. And I'm not sure like how I'm gonna archive this one. I guess we didn't do Earth and Beyond for that long, so I guess I would just like that's bonus, right? That's bonus. To because I am archiving the journey with it. Alright, and I guess we'll also check out some MMO stuff another time. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Alright. So that's all for right now. We will come back later today with the XCOMs. So alright, shutting it down. Or actually, you know what? I might not be streaming it, but I can, you know what? I could finish out the quest, right? I could at least finish out the quest, I guess. So I'll do that on my own time. Alright, then in that case, I'll just see you all, I'll see you all later on today for XCOM. Alright? So until then, later.